When you're cutting out your pattern and you want to put the closure in, then you're cutting two separate sleeves with the fabric the right way up and the front. And you can cut the back on the fold, and then all the trims are cut as per usual. Fold your fabric over so you have the selvages on one side. If you wanted to make a simpler top and you don't want the closure, what you do is you fold over the selvages from the left hand side, so you can put your back on the fold on there, and you need another fold for the front piece, which you just half, and you don't use the part obviously that has the closure on it, and that needs the fold as well. So I fold the fabric over from that side all the way, and so I can put my sleeve on there. So I'm cutting a pair of that, and then the front on the fold, so I get a complete front piece without a closure, and the trims are cut exactly the same. Don't worry about the head not going through, it will go through, it's already quite big, it's not a very tight neckline. And that's it, we have cut everything out. I've used some interfacing to reinforce where I'm going to put my placket. I've used a yellow top stitching thread and then a light blue standard cotton thread for all my seams. I'm using a really lovely yellow interlock for the hem trim and the neckline and the cuffs. It's got some percentage of lycra in it, which makes it really easy to work with. It jumps back to its original shape. That's called recovery. Then I've also used a ribbed fabric for the sleeve, which is lovely, that light blue one here. Really, that is a fabric that you normally would use for the cuffs, but it didn't have lycra in, so I just used it for the sleeves. And then my main fabric is again a cotton lycra knit mix. Here you can see the interfacing that I'm going to put onto the placket. And I'm just quickly going to cut that. I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter so that the top part is not covered, because whenever you put in cam snaps, and I'm sure you have noticed that, if you have got too much thickness, they won't stay in or they won't go through. So because I'm going to have a cam snap in there, I want to make sure that I have as little as possible in the seam allowance that is between, you know, the neckband and the actual placket. So that's why I cut it like a centimeter shorter at the top, because it doesn't need to be reinforced all the way to the top. Now, if you can find a nice fabric like the one I'm using here, why not use a plain one and then get yourself some stickers that you can put on. You can use really big stickers as well, and I've got a separate video there for you in the sewing course, so you can have a look at that and see how you would iron that on and work with one of those stickers. I think they're really superb. Right, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is to iron on those interfacing bits that we've just cut, and to make sure that I put them on the right side because my ribbed fabric looks exactly the same from either side. It's really easy to get this wrong. I'm just putting my fabrics next to each other, and then I turn it over, make sure I put it on the underside of what I can see here, and again I trim it at the top. And that little roll of interfacing I got on the market, the Birmingham rag market, so it's a good idea if you see that around to buy it. I'm using cam snaps, and this is my cam snap equipment that I'm going to use. It's quite simple. I've used it here for our gorgeous dungies. They're also part of our courses for baby wear, and they work really well for beginners especially, but of course you could also use the professional type that you would see in the shops as well. And I've got a packet here that I got from Amazon, and I put those in, and although they work, sometimes they come back out, especially if the fabric is a little thick. And the reason for that is that the teeth are really small. And so far I haven't found any of these metal snaps that had teeth that were longer, and I'm sure I will find them one day, but so far I haven't. When you buy one of those packets from Amazon, you get that red kind of equipment, which is not great, but actually it works if it's put together the right way. And here you can see the really short teeth. So what you want to do is make sure that you're using lighter weight fabric for those. So I'm not using it on this one because it really is kind of thick. What I also noticed about this tool is it's got a hole in the back here, so you can see exactly where you're putting it in. So if you've marked it, it's actually really good. You can be very, very accurate with that. And then I give it another squeeze with my Dritz pliers, and that helps it then to stay in. I've had no problem with some of the stuff I did, and I did have problems with others. So if you are a beginner, I would recommend using this tool here with your cam snaps. That is way easier than the metal snaps that you can also put.